what we're seeing is a lot of these packaged food companies are tapping into this protein trend. It's something that consumers are really looking for. And at the end of the day, when it comes to PepsiCo or it comes to Kellanova, this is really about making people feel marginally better about eating food that is bad for them, right? Let's just be honest about it, right? So, when you put protein on the package, people feel like even if they're making a bad choice, it's not as bad as it could have been. And that's really what's behind this.
It's like the equivalent of vanity sizing at retailers, right? You're actually a size 6, but we're going to tell you you're a size 2 so you feel better and buy more clothes. Is this as simple, Jen, as just adding protein powder on top of the Kellogg's Pop-Tarts? Excuse me, Kellanova Pop-Tarts?
Yes, so what they've done is they've added protein into the pastry part of the Pop-Tart, and that changes the texture and the taste just a little bit. But what's really interesting is the consumer trend behind it. We ran a proprietary protein study back in the middle of the summer, and what we saw was that almost 40% of consumers eat something with protein enhanced, whether it's a snack or a beverage, on a weekly basis. And at least 38% said that they're eating more protein enhanced products in the last 3 months. So clearly there's a consumer uptake, there's interest in this, and that's what these companies are really tapping into.
Do I want more protein? Do I need more protein?
I'm eating more egg whites, but that's because it's available at work. What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm using the same thing I've always done.
Your goldfish do not have extra protein on them.
Goldfish do not have extra protein.
Listen, neither of you are on GLP-1 drugs, right? But protein is a big solution for people who are on those drugs. Because you tend to lose muscle mass as a side effect of those drugs. Wow. And so as the uptake of GLP-1 goes up, there's more and more demand for these protein-enhanced products.
That's what I needed. Okay, now I'm at a cocktail party, and I need to sound smart on proteins. Now I got my line.
But apparently fiber is the new protein. And Jen, didn't the PepsiCo CEO say something about this?
Yeah, whether it's anything that helps kind of enhance the product. So when you talk about Doritos, so they have additional milk protein being added, higher fiber products. All of these things are things that the average consumer perceives as having a health or wellness benefit, and people are trying in small steps to be a little bit better about their health.
All right, let's get to another story I thought was really interesting. Walmart partners with OpenAI to offer shopping on ChatGPT. This sounds like a natural. What's going on here, Jen?
Yeah, this is an interesting move, but I think it really illustrates sort of that trend of what's happening across retail in general. Walmart's really been very good about doing experimentation and kind of checking out what the opportunities are when it comes to social media and social commerce particularly. And this latest partnership with OpenAI, this really does tap into that as well. Now, social spending is still very small in terms of the overall percentage of what retailers are achieving, but it's important to be present. And I think that's what's most notable about this announcement.
What is social spending, and how do the numbers differ from normal shopping through Walmart's website or going into Walmart's actual stores?
Yeah, so social commerce is when you're on a platform, whether it's on ChatGPT now, or whether it's on TikTok, or whether it's on Facebook, or any of the social media platforms, and you have the ability to add to cart and buy now. That's social commerce, but it's still a tiny fraction of the overall e-commerce that happens for these companies. So while it's important in terms of their showing that they're present and that they're aware of new technologies, it's not going to move the needle with regards to their overall e-commerce sales or their overall business mix at this point.